Hello, my lovely eyelashes. Grab a seat. This one's going to be good. I pulled 3 cards for career, and honestly, the energy around work situations is buzzing right now. These cards have been sitting here staring at me for the last 10 minutes, so let's see what they're trying to tell us about your professional path. There's something really satisfying about the Three of Pentacles. It's all about craftsmanship and collaboration. But what I'm seeing here is someone who's about to graduate from being the apprentice. You know that feeling when you've been learning, building, perfecting something for months or maybe years, and suddenly you realize you don't need the training wheels anymore? I'm getting a strong message for anyone who's been part of a team or working under someone else's guidance. There's a shift coming. The scaffolding is about to come down, if you know what I mean. This card shows 3 figures working together on this beautiful cathedral, but I keep being drawn to how solid that architecture is. What you've been building has real foundations now. Someone out there has been the reliable one, the one who shows up early and stays late, who takes notes in meetings and actually follows through. You know who you are. The thing is, you've learned everything you came here to learn. The mentorship phase, the collaboration phase, it served its purpose. I'm seeing the number 15 really clearly. Completion and material success. And there's something about the sound of hammering, like construction wrapping up rather than just beginning. The recognition is coming, but more importantly, the confidence to strike out on your own is crystallizing. You've been building something together, but now you're ready to be the master craftsperson, not just part of the crew. That's not abandonment, that's evolution. Well, here comes the Page of Cups, and honestly, this feels like the other shoe dropping after what we just saw with the Three of Pentacles. Look at this young figure holding that cup so carefully, like they're protecting something precious. But here's what's interesting. Pages are messengers, and this one's bringing news about feelings, about creative possibilities, about things that haven't fully formed yet. After all that solid construction work we just talked about, now we're in the realm of dreams and intuition. I'm getting a really strong pull toward water here. Not just a cup, but actual water. Swimming pools, rain on windows, that first sip of coffee in the morning. If you've been having vivid dreams lately, pay attention. Your subconscious is trying to tell you something about this career shift. There's something about beginnings embedded in this card that connects directly to what we just saw. You've mastered the craft. You've proven yourself in the collaborative space. But now you're being asked to tap into something completely different. The Page of Cups is about creative courage, the willingness to follow a hunch even when it doesn't make logical sense. I keep hearing the phrase trust the process, but not in some generic way. More like trust that this emotional pull you're having towards something new isn't just wishful thinking. The number 15 from our first card feels like it's echoing here too. That completion energy is making space for this fresh creative beginning. Someone out there has been getting nudges about writing or teaching or some kind of healing work. You've been dismissing it because it doesn't fit the practical path you've been on. But this page is saying that's exactly why it matters. The technical skills you've built, the professional credibility you've earned, that's not going away. It's becoming the foundation for something more personally meaningful. The fish jumping out of that cup isn't an accident. Sometimes the thing that nourishes us most deeply looks nothing like what we thought we wanted. So we land on the Four of Pentacles, and I have to laugh because the cards are really telling a complete story here, aren't they? Look at this figure clutching those pentacles so tightly. One under each foot, one against the chest, one balanced on the head like a crown they're terrified of losing. After everything we've just talked about with mastering your craft and following those creative nudges, here's Here's the card that shows exactly what's been holding you back. This is about control, but not in the way you might think. See, you've built something real. We established that with the Three of Pentacles. You've got the skills, you've got the recognition, you've proven yourself. But somewhere along the way, you started gripping so tight that you forgot why you wanted it in the first place. I'm seeing something really specific here. The image of someone sitting at a desk, working late again, checking email one more time before bed. The number 15 that came through earlier, it's completion energy, but completion means letting go of the old version of success to make room for what's actually calling you. There's a sound I keep hearing, like fingers drumming on wood. Restless energy. Someone out there knows exactly what I'm talking about. You've been tapping your fingers, bouncing your leg, feeling like you're sitting on something that wants to move, but you're scared to loosen your grip. Here's what the Four of Pentacles is really saying, especially after that Page of Cups showed us the creative possibilities waiting. You can't pour from a closed fist. That fish jumping out of the cup, it can leap into your life if your hands are too busy holding on to what you think you're supposed to want. The beautiful thing is, this isn't about losing what you've built. Remember that solid foundation from the Three of Pentacles. That's not going anywhere. This is about recognizing that security and stagnation aren't the same thing. The page brought you a message about trusting your intuition, about following that pull towards something more meaningful. But the Four of Pentacles has been whispering, what if you lose everything? But here's the truth. The cards are laying out, you're not losing anything real. You're just finally ready to stop protecting something that's already outgrown its container. The hammering we heard earlier wasn't construction, it was renovation. Sometimes the walls have to come down so the light can get in. That restless drumming is not anxiety, it's anticipation. Something is ready to be released. So there you have it, eyelashes. The cards are painting this beautiful picture of professional evolution. You've built something solid. You've got skills that aren't going anywhere. But there's this creative current underneath it all that's been asking for your attention. The real question isn't whether you're ready for change. It's whether you're ready to stop gripping so tightly to what you think a success should look like. That restless energy you've been feeling? It's not a warning sign, it's a compass. Trust that the foundation you've built can support whatever wants to emerge next. You don't have to choose between security and meaning. You get to have both. Drop a comment if that number 15 hit for you, or if you've been hearing that drumming sound I mentioned. I'm curious how these signs are showing up in your world. And if this reading landed, give it a thumbs up so more people can find it. Look after yourselves, little eyelashes. Sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is open your hands and see what flies in.